Yo, Everlasting E-Dog here, and today we are talking about update 1.4. And basically, I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to call it the Clotho update. We're sitting here in Time Space Junction Sector 3 right now, and if you look at the ranking system, Clotho is meta. I mean, she's meta. This Time Space Junction Sector 3, the weaknesses are wind and electric, and the electric team really doesn't have anybody but Daisy, Gil Thunder, and Drake. So we're really waiting on Merlin. So Clotho and the Win team are really goaded. Like even me looking through here, like I don't see a single Drake in the top. It's just Clotho. Clotho, Clotho, Clotho. As you see, I am on NA East and I am ranked 20 with 36 seconds. So I'm going to show you my build, show you what I did for this time space junction. All right. Now, this is what you do with Manny. You pop this. You pop all your abilities with Daisy to have a little magic charge. Dodge these attacks because they all come for you. Make sure you hit her with this. And then once we get Clotho, we'll ult. And now we're chicken dinner. It's chicken dinner time. You see, we got a couple blocks there, but you don't get nearly as many blocks as you would. Make sure you're just rinsing and repeating her abilities. I popped a heal just so I could not die there, and boom, we did it. Easy money. 43 seconds. Before we go, I just want to show you guys the build real fast. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. So this is Clotho, and my Clotho is P9. So in order to do this, you do need a P9 or P10 Clotho. But P5 to P6, you can get pretty close. You can definitely get sub 2 minutes. You know, sub 3 minutes at least get your 3 stars. Especially with this new Glory of Breath of the Glory staff that you can craft out of the weapon crafting bench. This thing is basically made for Clotho. All the Breath of Glory is. Most characters really can't use it because you're using normal attacks right after you pop your special skill, and a lot of characters don't do that. They just use their skills independently. But what this does is for 20 seconds after using special attack, each hit of the normal attack increases attack by 1.9%, max to 28.5%. It increases all elemental damage by 0.6% each time damage is inflicted on the enemy while the effect is active, max at 12%. So this really makes her broken. Once you pop her ult after you've ran through all her abilities, you can just fry, you can just shred, as you guys have already seen. And we just have, I mean, this is her books that I will run for these respective teams, like her cold team, and if I ever use her as a wind burst. But these are the weapons you want to have. You don't have to have them. I just recommend getting a level 50 weapon and maybe 6 star and putting it here. It works the same way. The armor, I recommend running these life crystal necklace sets just so you don't get as many blocks as you see in the video when I beat Time Space. I had like 2 or 3 blocks, and that's because I upped my pierce damage, and your pierce damage will make it to where you don't get blocks as much. And I think that is beautiful. So I will always be running these every time I use a DPS. Next, we put on the Dark Chaos earrings, and honestly, these don't do anything in the setup. This is really for the win team when someone is actually applying bursts. When we do Time Space Junction, at least when we were doing that, we didn't apply any bursts. So these are interchangeable. Next, we have her engravement. This will not work without her engravement because it increases normal attack damage and the passive. My passive is level 3, which is God tier because I got a reroll. It increases the duration of the Dimensional Awakening by 10 seconds. Attacking enemy within the duration inflicts Dimensional Expansion on the target for 20 seconds. Each hit on an enemy with Dimensional Expansion increases their normal attack damage taken from the caster by 7%. So once you run through her abilities and do normal attack damage, there's so many different things that add up, where whether it's your attack damage increasing or the enemy's defense against your normal attacks decreasing. So it is very useful to have her completely built up like this. Next, we'll swap to Daisy. Daisy's pretty regular and meta like she's always been. She has her book. She has her level 3 sprouting seeds to lower crit resistance and crit defense and up crit chance. I gave her this earring just because to get a little more HP since she's running this two-piece magic charging set. That gives her a good 10% magic charging. It gives her something. Next, we have Hauser. He's running the Corrupted Watcher two-piece for the defense shatter. I re-rolled his engrave and got it to 130, which is godlike. He also has level 2 on his Howling Crimson Gale, which drops crit defense. So this is very needed for these builds to work. And Hauser, Daisy, and Manny are pretty much why you don't need a pop-up burst. Even with Manny, though, we do have level 3 on her Resonant Wish, so our combined attacks damage is increased by 20%, and the duration is increased by 10 seconds when the enemy is affected by punishment. So we could combine it with Daisy after we've ran through our cycle with our 3 supports and then go to Clotho and do even more damage, but I've seen that that takes too long to run quick for time space, so but that is another way you can do it. And Manny has the full Hymn of Regeneration accessory set because she is our first strike character and she gets us this nice accessory bonus. So with this, we're able to pop a whole bunch of ults and we're able to get Clotho's ult and recycle it. So this is the team. They are very good. As we can see, Manny has a first strike blazing staff with max efficiency, max passive level, and Hauser has the same thing but gauntlets. And we just run either or. I make sure that I still use Manny for my first strike just because of this set right here. All right, I've been Everlasting E-Dog. I hope y'all have fun. I hope y'all beat the time space junction. It is a little difficult. I think everybody can get level 3 if you have Clotho. If you don't have Clotho, don't be upset. Merlin is coming next. And if you get Merlin, you'll be able to take on anything that involves ice, anything that involves lightning, anything that involves fire. So she covers a couple of different things, and the next sectors moving forward will only be her weaknesses. I'm pretty sure the next one will be ice and the one after will be lightning, or either vice versa. And the new dungeon will be lightning when she comes out. That will give us new sets for new characters. So I've been Everlasting E-Dog. I hope y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you guys later. Please like and subscribe. Peace out.